Nice D from Crawford. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Wall.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game.
And the first half is now in the books. Clippers lead by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 15 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And now the third quarter about to get going. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Wall. And it's Dudley in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
To the inside. Gortat with the block. Porter dishes the Wall. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Pierce wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
Nene, the pass to Wall. Here's Dudley. Great D that time from Jordan.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Nene. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbah a Moute. Lance Stevenson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Paul. Wizards trailed by 5. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. .136 left in the third quarter. Johnson the screen. 6 on the shot clock. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
The pass to Prigioni. On the wing, Stevenson. to the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Feeds it to Aldridge. No good. Some solid defense there by Nene. And here's Dudley for three. Here's Gortat. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Prigioni kicks to Crawford. Dishes it to Johnson. Crawford drives in. Nobody near Stevenson. Another miss by Stevenson. Pass to Dudley. For the tie. That's good. And Zawal with the assist. Dudley's got it all tied up now for Washington.
And finally, they
tie game in Washington. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And guys, Wesley Johnson, fourth overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his fifth, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And the Clippers, looking who they've got. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the one.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
And he gets it to go. 10 points for Marcin Gortat.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jordan kicks to Redick. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Wizards?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Mbah a Moute's checked in for Jamal Crawford. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Ugly with it. Now Pierce defending. He shoot again. And Nene with the basket on the assist by Dudley. And that's now 6 points for Nene. Paul. And good on the basket. Book it.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Porter outside. But they'll get another chance. Wall, that's good.
And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's costing them. They're paying for it.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, 4 of 4 this quarter, making buckets under duress.
Here's Pierce. Up again. And Paul slams it in.
I guess you don't change what's working, and he's been magical out there.
Yeah, perfect from the floor here in this fourth quarter.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Clippers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And it's the Clippers' ball. Paul with the 3. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're in front by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jordan.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Oh, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
They simply need a basket here, Kevin. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket and try to get something in the paint.
Here's Paul. Rejected by Wall. And so it's